Hi, my name is Anna. Let's see, I guess I'm fairly new to family. I started researching weight loss surgery when I weighed myself and I found myself to be at the heaviest I have ever been in my entire life. And it was a huge wake-up call. I weighed myself and I was at 301, which is the highest I have ever been, with a BMI of, I believe that's 48. Anyway, I emailed my doctor at the beginnings of October and I told him how much I weighed and that was weight loss surgery an option for me. He then emailed me back and he said yes, because of my BMI and I have no other health issues, but my BMI is so high that I would qualify. But he also suggested if I wanted to try OptiFast. Now, many of you who have been in this position that I'm in of, weight fluctuating up and down, yo-yoing all your life, you've tried anything and everything, including OptiFast. And yes, it works, but as soon as you start eating, guess what? You gain it all back, plus it brings some friends with it. So what's the point of going down that road again? Anyway, so I told him no, I wanted to go ahead and pursue weight loss surgery. He then sent me a referral for an overview class, which was very, very informative. And it gave us all the pros and cons of weight loss surgery, and they really reiterated that this is for life. There is no going backsies. I mean, you're done. Once it's done, it's done. You can't take it back. So they also gave us a list of things that we would have to avoid for the rest of our lives, like peas, corn, alcohol, carbonated beverages, straws, no fluids 30 minutes before you eat, 30 minutes after. They gave us caffeine, that was hard. Processed sugar. They gave us a list of a bunch of stuff. And in my head, I said, you know what, I'm going to try and see if I can implement some of these things. And if I can't, I'm not going to do the surgery, because why am I going to change myself internally for life and basically F myself up if I can't be successful? So I implemented things that night. I started chewing my food minimum of 30 times per bite, no beverages 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after. I'm a social drinker, so alcohol's not a problem. Carbonated beverages I got rid of a long time ago. Caffeine was really hard for me because I love my coffee, but I gave it up little by little. I tried going cold, and that gave me severe anxiety. I felt like a tweaker. I was literally like scratching at my arms. It was horrible. Anyway, so I gave it up little by little until I was down to like 3 sips a day, and then I finally got rid of it, and I'm so proud of myself for getting rid of that, because that was a huge monkey on my back. I quit smoking years ago, and I tell you, that was nothing compared to caffeine and sugar. The nicotine, literally, I just stopped. It was just no problem. It was the sugar, the sugar and the creamer that I was putting in my coffee that I was so addicted to. Sugar is horrible. That stuff is crack. Anyway, back to where I was. So anyway, my BMI was super high, 48. They weighed us. I found a lot of information. I went ahead and emailed my doctor after maybe a few weeks and said, you know what, it is working for me. I think I will be successful in the program. So he went ahead and gave me the official referral. And I have Kaiser, by the way, which is great because everything is very self-sufficient, and everybody kind of works cohesively really well together, so I don't have to do a whole bunch of running around, which is crazy. So I then went into my first class at the beginning of November, and in that first class we met, of course, the coordinator, the nutritionist. He went over and they gave us a binder with our nutritional requirements that we were required to eat, and they gave us our program, which is can't eat more than 1,200 calories a day, 3 meals a day, no snacks, how many carbs you can eat, much sugar, all that good stuff. Anyway, then the coordinator scheduled my next few visits, and then she also scheduled my appointment with the surgeon. And the surgeon gave me a weight loss goal of 15 more pounds on top of what I had already lost. But, they only took into account what I weighed at the time I started the program, not how much I had already lost. So I probably didn't really need to lose the previous weight, but I'm glad I did. I felt really good about it. Anyway, The surgeon told me to lose 15 more pounds and to contact him when I was done. So I went to another class, and they were 2 classes back to back. So they were like half-day classes. That's why I didn't have to do that many. I think I did 3 total, but they were, like I said, half-day classes, so they were really long. And then they scheduled me with the psychiatrist, which I did a few days after Christmas, and by then I was 1 pound away from goal weight, which was awesome. I contacted the surgeon's office the next day. I had an appointment for the next week. I had lost that pound plus 3 more. So I exceeded my goal weight of 15 by 18 pounds. Total to date, I've lost 31 pounds with a BMI of, I think, 43 now. So, and I'm continuing like I have been. I'm not pigging out. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm still following the program like I'm instructed to do. And I have a weight loss surgery date now, February 22nd, which is a little over a month away. I'm very excited, but scared too. I think one of the biggest things I'm afraid of is that I won't recognize myself. I know it seems strange, but it's like when I first went blonde. See, I'm not a natural blonde, by the way. Anyway, every time I walked by a mirror, I would stare at myself and be like, who is that? It was just really shocking, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about every time I walk by seeing me and not seeing me. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I think that's my biggest fear, but at this time. But let's see what else. I don't know. Do you have any questions? Please feel free to ask. Welcome to family. It's a very, very supportive group. I have lots of, every time I have a question, I just kind of scroll through the feeds and I find an answer. And if I don't find an answer, post the question. Within minutes, I have an answer. It's an awesome group. It's been very, very supportive. And it's just amazing to see all these people and how much they've struggled and worked to get to this point and to maintain their loss, because it's not easy. This is not a magic wand. They make it very clear in the classes that this is just a tool for you to use. But if you don't use it appropriately, if you don't follow the guidelines, guess what? You're going to be right back where you were. So what's the point of that? And they can't reverse it. So everything's done and you're on vitamins for the rest of your life and other supplements because you can't absorb things as well as you could before. Oh, and I'm going to be having Roux-en-Y, full gastric bypass. Reason being is my program says it's pretty much a one-shot deal per patient, no revisions. So I'm kind of a balls to the wall kind of person. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go full force. So I'm doing it full force, and I'm going to be doing gastric bypass. I have a birthday next week. Yay. I'm going to be 47. So I'm looking forward to having to the rest of my life and what the next 40 plus years brings. It'll be really exciting. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try and answer as many as I can. And if you don't hate me too much, I'll give you guys updates as to how things are progressing and how things go. It's scary, but exciting at the same time. So wish me luck. Thanks. Bye.